to my channel. This is Cheychuu. How are you guys all doing? I am just now saging my space. Again, I hope you guys are doing okay. Having a good day wherever you guys may be. If not, just know that things will get better. Like, super tired right now. I had a great day. It was a beautiful day. Got out, enjoyed some sunshine and everything like that. And that's another thing that I was going to suggest for you guys to do. But I am just so tired. Like, all I want is sleep, and I haven't been getting too much good sleep either. Today, I'm going to be talking about two things, which is the first quarter moon and Lionsgate. Oh my god, yes. Like, okay, I have been waiting for Lionsgate for a long time, and I have been talking about Lionsgate to everybody, and they're probably annoyed at this point because I mention it so much. But I'm like, Lionsgate, it's coming. And then 808, it's coming. Lionsgate, it's coming. And they're just like, fuck, okay, I get it, like, we get it, jeez. And so, but it's finally here. I am so happy. When I found out about Lionsgate, I was just like, yo, I need that in my life. So, what I mean by the first quarter moon, tomorrow, yes, is a first quarter moon, and that snuck up on me. I did not know that there was going to be a first quarter moon until yesterday. And then I was like, oh shit. Okay, cool. But then I was like, oh god, but Lionsgate is right after. So I'm like, man, I'll just do it all in one day. But this is an important time period right now. It is like equivalent to spiritual New Year's. Yeah, pretty much. It's like equivalent to spiritual New Year's. It's time for, you know? And so it's pretty much 8/8 portal, Lionsgate. Lion meaning because it's in Leo season. Portal opening up to like the new world. So meaning like how I've been saying over and over again, out with the old, in with the new. That means brand new energies, brand new life, brand new dreams, manifestation games gonna be on point. July was all about purging. And July, I'm not gonna lie, we can all agree, was fucked up to some sort of degree. Like, there was a lot that has happened in July, and I would be surprised if someone told me that they didn't really have a lot that happened in July, because honestly, it has affected everybody that I know, and including myself. So really, it was all about purging, and August is more about, it's more of like a let's sit back and relax. It's like it's time to kick your feet up now. After all that shit that you went through in July, August is more about, Lionsgate's more about, all right, now I can like just relax. I can take a breather for a second. It's time to put down the mask. It's time to embrace your authentic self. And I'm looking down because I'm going again with my notes, my trusty Book of Shadows. But it's time to literally put down the ego. Time to put down the mask that we continuously put on every single day, that we think that we need in order to survive in this world, in order to be accepted and liked in this world. It's like, no more. It's time to be yourself. It's time to embrace your authenticity. It's time to embrace, you know, the you that's always been there, that's hidden deep down inside, that you just kind of refuse and are scared to show. Time period is going to be like a little extra push or a boost in order to help you achieve that, in order to help be yourself. And if you don't know what that is, if you've been living a life so long with a mask, just know that this is the perfect time to start to get to know the real you that you like. What is it that makes you happy? You know, not what makes others happy. What is it that makes you happy? That's why I've been stressing out so much to you guys about what is it that you want in life, you know? Like, because you can have the whole world on your palm. Okay, you are the co-creator of your reality. You are the person solely responsible for creating your happiness, your abundance, your blessings. And now's not the time to be thinking so negative and putting ourselves down, questioning our self-worth, being insecure. You know, that was all for July, pretty much. Now is the time for You know, saying, like, standing in your power, be that lion. It's time to roar. It's time to be that lioness. Take your stance in your place in this world and just be you. Just be you, all right? Because there's nothing more beautiful than just being yourself. Manifestation game is definitely going to be on point from here on, and anything that you have been manifesting, especially from July, is definitely going to be coming into fruition in August, and then from then on, you know, all in divine timing. Anything that was like stuck energies or anything, like, especially if you're on the twin flame journey, anything that's like stuck, like separation or whatever, you know, that's going to start to actually push forward. You're going to start hearing more about twin flame unions that are going to start to come into fruition in August and then on. Again, it's like that extra push, that extra like courage, aka within divine timing, when the timing's right, you know, when the divine, because remember, they're in charge. Let's make this clear. Okay, I know that I say that we have free will. We do. All right, we do, to a degree. But if you have a mission to fulfill, or especially if you're a twin flame, you know, labels, in general, like, you have things that you gotta, like, do in this life, a starseed or whatever it may be. Not even that. Really, they're in charge. It's like, how I put it is, I like to make it in a more fun way. I'm like, oh, I'm starring my own drama reality TV show starring moi, and all the characters that are in my life are like important role characters, and the divine, aka my spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors, are the ones that are working behind the scenes, the ones that are watching, you know, the audience, and aka the 5D. Pretty much what I'm saying is that right now they're trying to help us, like I said, bridge from the 5D to the 3D. So anything that was manifesting up here or has been happening up here, like, you know, your abundance, your happiness, and everything that you can ever dream of up here, we're trying to get it to come down here. That way it can reflect as above, so below. These stuck energies are now going to start flowing. So if you feel like you've been stagnant in life and you just feel like shit, like nothing's good happening to me, like, you know, I feel like fuck this, you know, all that, just like, that's how we like to put it, or how a lot of people like to put it, is like, if you start to feel like you're about to give up, that's when you know that most of your manifestations and stuff are going to be coming into fruition pretty soon. It's easy to give into that energy of wanting to give up, you know, and just throw the towel in. Because why? Because it's not, you're not seeing, you know, in front of you what you want or what's happening. But you got to realize that patience, right? Everything happens in divine timing. It's not going to happen when we want it, right? Like, it's going to happen when it's the perfect time to happen, okay? But mainly that I suggest is just to live life, be happy, you know, focus on you, do the things that you feel like you need to do in order, you know, take the actions that you need towards the things that you want to do. If you want to start that business, start that business. If you want to write a book, write a book. If you want to start a new hobby, start a new hobby. If you want to start a new job and quit this job, do that. If you want to move to a new location, move to a new location. If you are a twin and you want to get into a union, speak up and then get into union, you know, but that's only when you're ready, right? Because that's the little tricky thing with twin flames, is that it has to be right timing, you know. It can't just be like rushed. I always like to use the analogy, the turtle, you know, won the race in the end. Slow and steady wins the race, and that's true. Sometimes it's important to just not stress so much about, you know, things not happening as fast as you want it to, because believe me, I freaking know, like, my Aries ass is impatient as fuck. But just take it from me, like, learn from me that patience is very vital. Just know that they got it, they're handling it. Just believe in that, like, just have faith in that, and don't worry about it. Just keep focusing on what you gotta do. When it comes to like everything else coming to fruition, just know that they got you. They got you, boo. Like, just know you got this far now. All the things that you went through now that you thought that, ooh, I would never get through. Oh my gosh, no, no, no. You got through it. You're right here. You made it. You're breathing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So like, give yourself that pat on that back. You've gotten through a very tough period right now. Whatever thing that you went through in your life, you know, just know that you made it. You're here. You're breathing. There's so much to be grateful for. When I mean by abundance, to like receive your abundance, just know that you are abundant already. You know, even though you're wanting to seek these things that you want in life, also know and tell yourself deep down inside that even though I don't like have these things in the 3D and the physical, I know I do have them in a different timeline in the 5D, but I'm abundant. I have everything that I need. You know, I have everything to be happy in life. And that doesn't mean to have money or materials or whatever. It's just, are you happy with yourself deep down inside? This is the perfect time to have so much unconditional love for yourself, for, you know, investing more into yourself, investing more into your relationships around you, more staying in the dark. We're going from the dark to the light. It's beautiful. If you feel like you have the urge to, I don't know, eat better, exercise, you'll just get a natural urge like, oh, I'm just gonna get up today. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go outside in nature. Or I'm going to clean my house today. I'm going to get rid of things that I don't need in my house or in my closet. Find that your habits and addictions, things that you were addicted to before, you just no longer really want them anymore. Or it doesn't really appeal to you. Like you're reaching out to a more simplistic life. Just know that that's totally normal. That's literally what happens during this time period. It's kind of like the trash takeout. It's like the last of the trash is starting to go out. Find that your communication, especially since Mercury retrograde is ending, communication will start to improve more. You'll find that you're able to speak your mind more. You're able to, your throat chakra is starting to open up. You're starting to feel more light, you know? And the more that you be yourself, the more you use your voice, you know, find your voice, the more that you feel lighter, you feel not as heavy, not as burdened. What I mean by this is an important time period is because this time period is so important, especially because of astrology. If you look it up, there's many videos out there. I won't go into much detail, but this time period is so important to really focus and manifest the things that you want, the life that you want, the ultimate dream life that you want right now, because this time period will affect, you know, years down the road for the next cycle. So what you do now will affect what's going to happen a couple months from now, years from now. So if you feel the natural urge to jump on something, now's the time to do it. Now's not the time to say, I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think it's the right time. No. Now's the time to say, oh shit, now I gotta do it. It's time. It is time to just take that leap of faith and do it. And the most important thing is to be able to receive and just be open to your blessings. Like, don't close up. Feel like, you know, scared or like have that self-sabotage syndrome, because I suffer from that too. I self-sabotage like last minute because we want all we want. But until it's right in front of you, and then you're going to be like, oh my God, but do I deserve this? Like, if you start questioning yourself, don't fall for that shit. Like, that's an illusion within itself. Like, know that you deserve that, like, the life you want. You deserve the things that you've been manifesting and working hard towards, because you have been working hard. Know that the whole collective and everyone has been working hard. And then those that are just not with it or whatever, just pray for them, wish them well. You know, people who just don't understand this journey or what's going on, and people are going to look at you weird or whatever it may be, or people that doubt you or try to hold you back or just think that whatever your ideas is stupid and just not true or not going to come real. Don't worry about them. You know, just reassure yourself that yes, you're on the right path. Yes, you are doing just fine. Give yourself more credit, okay? Listen to the divine, you know, the divine's in charge. Like, and that's why I say all the time, it's good to seek help from others. It's good to ask help from others, but also realize that It's important to look within yourself, as within, so without. To look within yourself. To see what it is that needs to be healed. Because really, you are healed. At the end of the day, we're all healed. You are healed in a different timeline. You may not feel like you're healed, but you are healed. You know? But that's the thing, is like, what is this? What is that final thing that I need to let go? And usually it's the fear. And that's the last thing that's going to be creeping up on most of us is that fear. Because remember, every time one takes a new leap of faith, there's always that fear that creeps in. But just know that that's normal. And don't listen to that fear. Okay? That's the ego trying to hold you back. Just wanted to give you a little bit of tips for what to expect on the 8/8 portal. Because this is such an important time. It's like, really, take the time for yourself. Like, if you need to meditate or be to yourself, like, now's the time to just take the time. Take a little bit of a break if you need to. Because right now, we're going to go through an energy shift that's going to be just amazing. And everyone's going to feel it. Everyone. It's going to affect everybody. And those who are on board on, letting go and everything, they'll find that entering this new portal is going to feel a lot more lighter. Also, to twins who are going to be coming into union, or who are coming into union right now, big congrats to you guys. I am so happy. I am just, oh gosh, it just warms my heart up when I find out that more twins are getting into union, because it just means that, yes, like, the vibration of the planet is rising more, and I just can't be so much more happy. And I'm just so grateful to, like, my spirit guides, my ancestors, my angels, and to the divine for, like, helping me on this journey and, assisting me and my twin, my divine masculine, on this journey. Because realize that, yeah, if you are a divine feminine watching, just know that you're divine masculine. Even if you guys are in separation, those who are in separation right now in the 3D, just know that he is being carefully watched over just as much as you are. Because you guys, yes, are the same soul, but in 2 different bodies. And don't, now's not the time to hang on to any past hate or insecurities or any type of resentment towards anyone at this time, even your twin especially. Because remember, when you're holding resentment and anger towards your twin, you are also holding resentment towards yourself, because that is yourself. If you're running from yourself, you're running from your twin. So, and I'm saying this now because it's time for unconditional love. Anything that made you angry, mad, or any resentment, grudges, anything that is affecting you negatively or bringing you down vibrationally, emotionally, draining you, like, of any sort, now is the time to seek that love. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. It's been so rough. It kind of, like, I'm rambling, I know, but there's this movie that I watched with my mother and my sister, and it's called Joy Luck Club. And if you're Asian, I'm sure you know of this, because this movie is old as hell. It's a 90s movie. But it's an old Chinese movie called Joy Luck Club. And it's something that I watched as a child, but never really, like, took the time to appreciate it. Because, when you're young, you don't appreciate, like, you don't really understand things yet. Things don't click, because you haven't had that much experiences. But if you do as a kid, yeah, it depends on your lifestyle. But usually kids are not worried about stuff like that. But I just watched it with my mom and my sister, and I sat down and I was like, wow, this just pertains so much to, like, divine feminine. So if you're a divine feminine out there watching this on your twin flame journey, I suggest to watch Joy Luck Club. It is lineage of time repeating itself, like karmic cycles within ancestral bloodlines. And that's something that I with, if you're a light worker or a twin, or especially if you're a twin, especially a divine feminine, going to purge out codependency and things that would be considered a dark feminine, meaning like shadow work and stuff. But it just showed a perfect example of, generational things, how things can be passed down, negative Sorry, my camera shut off. It only records for so long. But as I was saying, it really talks about, you know, life, the little things in life, and especially if you're a divine feminine, like the relationship between our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, our mothers, and learning to appreciate the little things in life, and what as a society we fall victim towards, you know. I mean by like divine feminine stuff, I don't mean by the gender at all. I never mean by the gender when I'm talking about, when I say divine feminine, divine masculine, it's all about the energy, really. It's never about the gender. Yeah, it's just, I'm sorry for getting emotional. Watch the Joy Luck Club if you really want to know more about like the divine feminine journey or part of the journey. And I learned a lot from that movie. And I've just been watching a lot of movies that pertain to really like just things that have been teaching me and really been opening up my eyes. And that's really what's going to be happening. There's a lot more clarity is going to be coming through for a lot of people. Anything that you were in the dark about, anything that, you know, you had clouded judgment about, it's all going to start coming all together. It's all going to be making sense. Don't give up. Don't worry. You know, things that you are worried about now, everything's going to turn out to be for the better. And just keep telling yourself that, you know. I'm just so emotional right now because I'm just so happy. I don't want to cry. I'm just so happy because I've been through so much shit in my life. And now it's like I'm finally doing stuff that makes me happy. And that's why I'm out here telling you guys that there is a way out of the darkness. There, like coming from someone who's been there. God, like even my family, like my sister says I should write a book about my life, but just know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And God, get back in there, tear. If you know what that reference is. but goodness. Whew. God, it's not about me. All right, good. But yeah, my heart goes out to anybody that's going through so much shit right now, who's going through self-doubt, that's going through fear. My heart really goes out to you. All my, you know, healing, I'm sending so much unconditional love and healing energy to you guys, to everyone in the collective, the whole world. You know, because that's all this world needs, really, is more unconditional love. Everyone's deserving of it. Everyone needs it. And the world needs it. You know, Earth, Mother Gaia, she needs it the most because she's hurting. She's been crying, and that's been shown through, you know, the earthquakes and a lot of environmental things that we've been going through right now. And it's also shown through our politics and all that jazz, but that's not the channel for that. I don't really get into that. Anywho, this is probably my longest video yet. I just really wanted to get on here and just let you guys know that you're not alone. Again, you're divinely guided. Everyone's divinely guided. You know, you're not going to be left behind. It's time to get on that train. And that's a synchronicity of mine, that when I hear trains, or if I'm around trains, or if I hear the sound of a train, it's a synchronicity of me. That means like all aboard, time to get on the train, time to get on the train to the new world, time to jump on that train. And oh my god, she took like that song. That song, she took the midnight train, go anywhere. Okay, you know that one. Don't stop. Oh my god, why is that song? Why are they channeling that song to me right now? Don't stop. I can't sing. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, no, that's an important, like, listen to that song if you, but this is it, you know, especially for the twins. Oh my god, he took the midnight train good, and pretty much two people taking that leap of faith of being together. And that means that twins who've been going through separation and stuff like that, it's time to take that leap of faith. For me, aka divine masculine, like boo, a boo, I love you. For some, I know that you watch my videos, but just shout out to you. Like, I love you so much. And like, when you're ready, when you're healed, you know, when you're able to put that fear aside and be able to embrace the new, you know, just know that divine feminines are here. The real divine feminines are here, not to bash our divine masculines. Divine masculines are not to bash divine feminines. We're here to uplift them, no matter what is shown in the 3D, right? No matter what is shown online, right? Because the internet is 2D, right? That's all of illusions. Internet is not real whatsoever, especially social media when it comes to stuff like social media, right? Because we only show our highlights. We never really show our low points. It's time to know more, get in illusions of the 3D, and it's time to uplift one another, and regardless of extremely of what that person has done to hurt you, just know that it's not okay and they're dealing with their own karma for it. But also know that you don't need to put hate. You don't need to throw hate. You don't need to throw darkness or any type of resentment or grudge towards your divine masculine or divine feminine. Now's the time to forgive and come together to embrace one another, you know, if you see fit. But if you don't, then that's your choice. You know, like I said, we have free will. But the divine right now, especially when you're a twin, just know that we kind of have different rules. Like, we have a contract to fulfill. And it's not only just for, like, love reasons and stuff like that, but it's also to help fulfill the mission of, you know, raising the vibration of the planet, coming together with oneself, embracing oneself, knowing thyself. Like, meaning to know thyself is to know your twin. To know your twin is to know yourself, you know. It's about merging and becoming one. That's why I'm just so happy for twins who are gathering those courages, those that take that leap of faith. And if you a divine feminine, because I'm speaking from a divine feminine point of view, right? I can't really speak from a divine masculine because I do have divine masculine within me, because why? We're a bit of both. But I resonate more with a divine feminine right now in this timeline. And I'm saying to other divine feminines, to you guys, forgive your divine masculines. Send them love, send them healing energy, wish them the best, you know, and in divine timing, when they're ready, they'll come to you, okay? And when that time comes, and if you want union, you know, truly want union and want to work on, you know, building that union within you guys, yourselves, and in order to create something together, just know that you need to let go of the past, any past resentment, any past hurt, anything that you guys said to one another to hurt one another. Just know that that's all 3D illusion. That's in the past. It's done. It's over with. Forgive one another and then embrace the new with one another, you know. And if I'm not talking about toxicity or whatever. If someone is being very toxic and abusive to you and narcissistic, that is not your twin flame. And I need to make that very clear, because a lot of people like to say, oh, he's a narcissist or whatever. No, your twin, I like to be that your twin is not a narcissist, nor are they abusive. That is what we would call a karmic relationship, okay? And if that's a karmic relationship that you have, then you need to let that go. But your twin is not. They can do some fucked up shit, but it's never to like that level of being so toxic to the point where your safety is at hand. That is more of a karmic relationship. Trust me, I know. So forgive, you know, send love out. I like to talk to my divine masculine every single night, send him love and pray for him. Because why? That's all I want is the best for him. Whether he's with me or not in the 3D. All I know is that I'm happy within myself. I'm happy that, and I know myself, and I know things that I want in life. Yes, I do want union with my divine masculine, but if he's not ready, you ain't supposed to be pressuring them. You know, you're not supposed to force something with someone. That's not natural. Learn to let go. And that's what divine feminines have been doing is that they've been learning their self-worth, learning more about self-love. Because why? Separation is a blessing in disguise. It's painful as fuck. It hurts so much to the core. It feels like you're dying. In fact, probably are dying. That's what it feels like inside. But really, just know that why I say it's an illusion, because you're never in separation. You guys are always together in the 5D. You guys are always in union. You guys have been in union and in marriage since you came out the womb, before you came out the womb. So just know that even if it's like illusion, if they're dating someone else or whatever it may be, I'm going to trigger some people. If they dating someone else or with karmic relationships or out doing things that, you know, you don't approve of, whether it's divine masculine or divine feminine, wish them well, because they have more lessons to learn. They have more karmic lessons to get to learn. And your job is not to control that or butt into that. Your job is just to love them, let them go, and then if it's meant to be, which it is, in divine timing, with twins, you're meant to be in union, then the time will come. You know, but other than that, don't force it. Let things flow. In the meantime, do you. That's why I say work on yourself. Really focus on doing you, getting yourself, like loving yourself. Because it's true. If you can't love yourself, it's hard for you to love others. I don't care what no one says, because I used to be on the other end thinking that, you know, through loving others, I could learn to love myself. Or others loving me, I can learn to love myself. No. That's more of a codependent mindset. And I'm going to be triggering people, whatever. I respect other people's opinions. But just know that loving yourself first is key. And then, when you become in union with yourself, for twins, you become in union with your twin. In divine timing. When they say it's time. Okay? So, in the meantime, no more hate, no more resentment, even for exes or anything. And anyone that hurt you. Oh, I could have a list of people who have hurt me to my core, but I had to let that shit go, you know, and I'm still, there are days, trust me, it doesn't happen overnight. It really doesn't. It's a process, because you see how long it took for you to gather all of this over time, all this hurt, all this, you know, depression, anxiety, whatever it may be that came up in your life, any type of resentment or any type of like burden or negative thing. You see how long it took for you to gain that? Well, just know that it takes time for you to get rid of that just as much. Okay? That's why I said give yourself time to heal. We need time to heal. Sorry. Okay. This is my longest video I have ever made. I should have just done a freaking live stream, but anywho, I'm my journey and stuff like that, twin flame journey. Yes, I was also the one to get into that dark feminine energy where I would just like shit on and just be negative. Like I've been there. I've been that negative person, that negative draining person. So I can speak from firsthand experience. Much as it hurts you, whatever it may be that you think is bringing you down or that you think is preventing you from being open to receiving your blessings. If you've been dealing with that, like ask yourself, if you've been holding on to anger and resentment and all the above negative energies for like 7 years, would you want to repeat another 7 years of that same old shit? Do you want to repeat that? Because I sure as hell don't. I don't want to repeat another 7 years of what I went through. And I'm sure neither do you. It's an important time to focus on what it is that you want. What is it that makes you happy? You know, things that bring you joy. Things that you've always wanted to do since you were a child. now's the time. You know, no more bullshitting. No more self-doubt, sitting on the ass. You know, it's good to cry, it's good to reflect, but don't stay in that past. Don't stay in that pattern. Don't create a karmic cycle for yourself. Because trust me, like I said, you learned the lessons that you needed to in your last chapter. Now's the time to start that new one, you know? It's time to forgive. It's time to come together. It's time to build. So keep pushing, baby. Sending you nothing but love and light to the collective. I'm sorry that this was such a long video, but, you know, I like to ramble. And I hope you guys are having a great day, night, wherever you guys may be. I love you guys, and good night.
I was hanging with you, and then I realized I didn't think it was true. I was surprised when I found out I'd fallen for you. I didn't want to believe